How's everybody doing today? My name is Steven Rosenberg, this is Gene Ginsberg, and welcome to an amazing episode of Marketing Success in Under 10 Minutes. How are you doing today, Gene?
I am super excited. So, as you can see, we are in the same room, we're right next to each other. This is not an illusion. We typically do our show in the comforts of our home when we are thousands of miles apart. But
Yep.
Today, we're actually in the same room because Steven is in the Los Angeles area and I live in the Los Angeles area. So we decided to do the show actually together. So, it's awesome to have this kind of energy.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So, what do we want to talk about today, Steven?
So today we're going to talk about content generation and the importance of making sure to continuously build content for yourself and your business. I think this is something that a lot of people, overlook, or they try it for a certain amount of time and then they kind of give up, or they don't really stick with it. And I think that that's a really big mistake, especially if you're trying to market yourself, no matter what. Even if you're not trying to market yourself today, like if you don't have a business that you're actively going out and selling things, I still think it's so valuable that you have to be generating content because, one, you have a million other people generating content, and so how are you going to stand out? And also to be able to build trust with an audience, so that way when you are ready to start selling, you have content to fall back on, that you have out there. You've been trying to add value to people and doing the right thing. But I also think that it's a struggle for a lot of people. What are your kind of general thoughts in terms of importance level in continuously building content?
Well, I think I'd like to point out one of the things that you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
very important, adding value. That is key component of content, right? We don't want to just spew things out there.
Right.
We want to
Right.
actually add value. I think we all have value to add. I think that's another key component, is that we shouldn't think that I don't have anything to say. We all are experts in something, whether it's digital marketing, whether it's in cryptocurrency or Instagram or Snapchat or
whatever.
I don't know, underwater basket weaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite hobbies.
There are experts out there who probably have videos and content and write blogs all about underwater basket weaving because they are experts at what they do. And we want, I think, to share that information with people and add the value within our content. So I think it's important to think about it we have that within our brains. How do we download it into something that other people can see, right? Because we want to share that we're experts in a field as well. And I think this is important for businesses. So if you have your own business, or it's also important if you have a personal brand, right? For either of those things that you want to be creating content, adding value. What are some examples of content that you think is working now?
So I think one of the biggest pieces of content that's working now, especially if you have a business, you have your standard marketing and generating content for your business, but I think a really successful thing that I'm noticing people do is giving their consumers an inside look at their business. So if you own a business, you have sort of the business's marketing and stuff, but then you have an inside look from your perspective.
Behind the scenes.
Exactly. And I think that does a number of things. One, that adds value to the consumer because you're building trust. You're showing them it's not just smoke and mirrors, that you're actually putting in work, you're actually doing things. It's not just some machine. But I think it also is you see that people have passion for your business. Usually when you have a business, you're very passionate about it. It's not, again, and I'm talking about businesses that are on the up and up, not shady businesses or anything like that. So
you probably can have passion for that too.
You could, but I just think it's really valuable, and people really relate to that because you see that you're human. No matter what, no matter how hard you work, no matter what kind of business you are, at the end of the day, it's all people running your business, and it's all human businesses. Now, maybe we'll have a different story when AI completely takes over, but until then, I think, giving that human perspective is something that's extremely valuable to people, and it also gives you abilities to maybe sell things subconsciously, or maybe they don't think they need your business, but they like your personal content that then leads them to your business. So I think it could work either way. What is your opinion?
Well, also the other thing you mentioned about being human. So I think the other big component that I think sometimes businesses and personal brands might miss is the point of storytelling, right? There's of course the content, right? You want to show your expertise, whatever it is, underwater basket weaving, Snapchat, right? But at the same time, these are all kind of like informational things, but really what drives and what connects people to you is really the story. Like, how did you get here? What are your experiences? Because we are the sum of all of our experiences, right? And so sharing that will definitely allow your audiences to connect and to adhere much better to you and allow them to understand your personality so much better. So key component, don't discount the story that you have. And you might always think, I think that, and I'm sure a lot of people think that are like, who cares about my story? Like, it's not that important. But that's because I've lived my story, so I probably don't think it's that important. But people, my story and your story, everybody's story is extremely unique, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to share that. And I know that a lot of times I have trouble getting my story out to the world, in my writing, in my videos.
Definitely.
And I don't always talk, and I actually rarely talk about my story, which probably should talk about it more, but it's such a key component of your audiences getting a better connection with you.
Right, and it also helps explain like why you are who you are in terms of experience and expert. You've been doing this for a long time, so all those little stories add up to say, you didn't start a digital marketing agency yesterday.
Yep.
Like, this is something you've been doing. You're obviously not perfect, because no human is, and you've had ups and downs, just like all of us. All entrepreneurs are going to lose and have ups and downs and have hard times and all that stuff. And so I think, exactly, relating to that on a human level and being able to express that story is something really good. I also think that it's very hard, to be able to do that for some people more than others. Especially when you have worked so hard to get to where you are, you don't necessarily want to go back and think about all the crappy times or whatever that you've experienced. But from a marketing perspective,
and also connection perspective,
exactly,
you want to share your negative, your downs as well, right? Because actually a lot of times people will connect with your downs more than even with your ups. It's like, oh yeah, you're awesome, you're great, you make a lot of money, you're having an awesome business, right? Everybody shows up, but then it's really the connection of the downs and people relating to like, yeah, I was in that place too, and it was a dark place, but I got out of it because I did X, Y, and Z, and now I'm here, and I'm a better person for it.
Yep, exactly. One thing that people love more than anything, like they love a success story, but people love when you completely mess up your life and all that stuff, and then you come back and rise back to the top.
Like a phoenix from the ashes.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's a good... Right, so I don't know, I think that's very valuable. I think everyone out there should really try to... give people an inside perspective of your business, and you should also try to focus more on telling your story as you do that day to day.
Yes. So if you guys have a story, and I'm sure everybody has a story to tell, we want to hear it. Please enter your story in the comments or send us a private note. We always love hearing from our audiences. So anything else we want to talk about in the last minute of
10 minutes.
10 minutes to marketing success.
No, I hope that we're able to at least change one person's mind. And if you guys want any help telling that story, or if there's anything that Gene and I can do, I know that we would be more than happy to do anything in our power to help you guys. Because, again, we really do want to be able to provide you value.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Steven.
Can we, do this?
Awesome. High five again. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you'll continue to get involved and join us as we help you find success in your entrepreneurial journey. Please follow, like, and share with others who will find this beneficial. We'll see you on the next episode of Marketing Success in Under 10 Minutes with Steven and Gene.